Okay. Are we live? Yep. We are live. Alright. Good deal. Oh shit. There might be a new world record for most encounters to find a shiny. Jesus Christ. Did I not change the thumbnail? I guess I didn't. Well, it's a good thing I haven't sent out links to anybody yet. Let's go get Spark of Thumb. That's why these first like 10 minutes or so are the setup phase. There. That's better. There. Can you tell last episode gave me a headache? Like, oof, dude. If you're wondering what shiny hunting video I'm talking about, let me pull it up in the obligatory bullshit window. Here, just on my homepage right now. And this is what I saw. Shiny Ralts on the first fucking route of the game, basically. After 2.5 years of hunting, 30 phases, and over almost 222,000 encounters. What makes this so ridiculous, and why it took that many encounters, if you're not familiar with Pokemon, is the Pokemon he was hunting on this route, Ralts, only appears on that route at a 4% chance. Now understand that a shiny has a 1 in 8,192 chance of being a shiny in the Generation 3 Pokemon games. You can see why this took so damn long. Also, what is up, Caleb? How you doing? And yes, I see you pointed out that I forgot to change the thumbnail at the start of the stream. I was about to ask you that. Yeah, I acknowledged it at the start of stream. I forgot to change it. Gotta work zone. Alright, sounds good, mate. Have a good shift, mate. Yes, Monty, I am ready to continue. Just need to get the links sent out. I'm also curious how far into Chapter 5 we're going to get tonight. Because I've got a funny feeling that we're going to get to Chapter 5 tonight. I've got a funny feeling that we're going to get to Chapter 5 tonight. There we go. Yes, David, we are. So I guess while I'm sending out links, I'll just talk about what has been happening for the rest of this week up until now. Because there's actually a couple of announcements that I haven't made since I last streamed. A couple of things that have happened with both the channel and the servers and stuff that I want to talk about. Because first, if you're not part of the server, we just did a remodel on the server. We added some sections, and we're gonna change how some things change how things work related to polls going forward. My mods thought we should add a request section to the server. So if you're a member of the server, there's a new request channel, and there's a guidelines chat there. If you want to submit either mod requests or game requests and server requests, just a general requests section. Feel free to check that out. We also added a new section of the server for content related to indie games, because I have a funny feeling I'm going to be playing more indies in the future on the channel. Also, Underskins and Onyx, what's up, guys? Then the other thing that I want to get your guys' opinions on, in addition to the community tab post that I made, talking about a potential backlog series where I just play games that are on my backlog. I believe I talked about it a bit on the server when I shared my list of games that are in that backlog on both Steam and PlayStation. Like, it's a long fucking list. I'm curious what you guys think about that, because I haven't gotten any real feedback on that on the community tab post or in the main chat on the server, really. I talked to some of you guys about it when I shared the screenshots in the server, but I want to hear a little bit more on that. Like, do you guys think that's something you guys would want to watch? Does that sound like something you guys would want to watch? Just like a weekly series where I just play games that are in my backlog. It would work the same as our current weekly series going, where you guys would get the final say on what games, get played when. I do it, the same way I've been doing it, where it comes down to a vote. I pick the ones that I think look the most interesting out of the list, and the ones I think I, would be in the mood for, and then let it come down to a vote. So, yeah, if that sounds like fun to you, if that sounds like something you would want to see me watch, I'm getting my words backwards. Might as well lessen the list, sounds like a banger idea. I'm glad everybody I've talked to about it thus far seems to be on board with it, but yeah, it just seems like a fun series. A fun way to get some more games out on the channel. Because trust me, I've got a long list. I shared it in the photos channel on the server, but let me actually just pull it up in the obligatory bullshit window here, so that you guys can see it on the channel here. What's up? What's up, Ami? How are you doing? But yeah, if you haven't, seen the list because you're not part of the server, this is the current list of games that I have on my game backlog. I made a list so that I can show you just how much stuff is on here. Like, seriously, there's a good chunk of stuff on here, and you know what? Since I have it up, I'm adding one right now. There you go. I'm gonna wishlist that later tonight. So, how is everyone doing tonight on a different note? Except for one announcement, that's all I've got for announcements at the moment. There's one more I want to show you guys. Once we're done sending out links. I had a pretty mellow day. Really. Hey, what's up, Ninja? I just got done making a bunch of announcements with stuff related to the server and the channel. Just you want to rewind for a couple of minutes, you can hear them. It's basically just stuff related to server maintenance, how I'm going to be changing how polls work in the future, and I was talking about my idea for a third weekly series, basically called H Factor's Backlog, where I just play games that are on my list of games that are just on my backlog. Because trust me, I made a list the other day and it's long. It comprises, like, I want to say, between my Steam wishlist and library and my PlayStation, physical and digital library, I want to say it's anywhere between 30 and 40 games. It's ridiculous how long my list is right now. And I just added another game to it, Celeste. Just got a med refill of the year. Nice. Been kind of blank on what to draw. Got any ideas? I was gonna save this until I was done sending out links, but I guess I'll pull it up now if you're looking for something. So, while we were doing our server remodeling, or I should say while Caleb was doing some server remodeling, he sent me something that I believe he wanted to use for a new server logo, but I said, actually, I'm quite happy with how the logo on the server looks, but I'm looking to change the logo on my channel. And what he sent me were these. Basically just two different versions of, like, a logo. And I like the overall look of it. I like it as a base, because there's stuff I want to do to this logo. There's, like, I want to put something in the background here, in, the white circle. I want to put, like, Monty's face in, like, the F here, and then Amy's face in the H here. Something like that. I've got ideas for what I want to do with this logo. I just haven't really gotten to mess around with it yet. Yeah, that's how he do. But yeah, I just saw that, and my mind just started racing with possibilities while I was at work the other day when he sent me those. So, yeah. So just, like, if you know me and you know my content, I'm looking to make a new server logo. Hey, what's up, Zach? And as I was saying, kind of wanted to just put that out there, because, like, I have ideas for what I want to do with what Caleb sent me as, like, a base for a new logo. I just want to kind of fill it in, if you know what I mean. I want to fill it in with stuff. Also, what's up? How you doing, Zach? Maybe I can consider it. It's just a suggestion that I have just off the top of my head, since I haven't gotten to mess around with it yet. Ooh. Let me pull up the Discord window here, because I just saw something very exciting. DeWalt has a new sprite for Doki Doki Blue Seas. Apparently Monika's getting a sister in that mod. Like, damn, I was not ready for that. Do you have another suggestions, like a character, for example? Well, like I said, I'm thinking about having, like, let me pull it up again here. Like I said earlier, I was thinking about, having some kind of image in the background here, like the white circle. I'm not sure what. It could either be something related to a game that I play, or just like a forest in winter or something. And then, this kind of around the logo here could be a thematic color. Oh, not about the logo, just a character. If I have that sprite, I can fit it in canonically. Alright, well, in that case, I don't know. For a character, I'm not sure. For just a character. But yeah, I just wanted to share that from the Emerald Affection server. Because bro, the idea of Monika having a sister in a mod, I don't think that's one I have seen yet. I don't think I have seen that idea done just yet, so that makes me excited for the next release of Blue Seas. I'll be real. I'm gonna mention this, but in our YCC mod, Harumi's sprite is gonna be used for Monika's mom and MC's teacher. Interesting. Interesting. I can make that work even right now, since I'm still in the writing process of episode 5. Well, Zach, if you want the sprite, you should talk to DeWalt. Send me the link. It's in the Emerald Affection server, and it's just a screenshot. Yep. Put that in downloads, PNG. Is there a public release? As far as I know, I've only seen it in the Emerald Affection server. I'm sure you can find the screenshot on Reddit as well. But here... Go to my downloads folder. There's the promo image for you. Just direct downloaded it, because that's how PNGs work. We're making the whole story of YCC like a retelling of how MC and Yuri got together. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Anyways, I say we are ready. 20 minutes in. Jesus. Yeah, there was a lot to talk about beginning of stream. Oh! I forgot one more thing. The Leafs are not dead. The Leafs live to fight another day. I was very happy to see that, and I'm sure Cryo will be happy as well. To know that their Leafs are still in it. I just had to say that before we got started. Yeah. I'm very curious how Game 5 of that series is going to go now that the series shifts back to Toronto. I'm very curious how that's going to go. Anyways, let's get started here. Right, I think Monica and Sayori went over to her place. Because we woke up in Sayori's room, so I think we might be in either Monica or Sayori's perspective right now. I've mentally checked out of the series, but they at least avoided the sweep. Yep. Indeed. That's right, we are confronting Niki at the club today. My alarm goes off, and for the first time in a long time, I sit up right away and shut it off without hitting snooze. I look on the floor at Yuri and Natsuki, who are still asleep. Oh shit, everybody is at Sayori's house right now. The fact that they're holding hands brings a smile to my face, in spite of everything. That's a random detail. I quietly get dressed and head downstairs to the kitchen. No one said you had to come in right away, dude. I set my alarm to go off earlier so I'd have time to make breakfast for everyone. I wonder if Ben would be proud of me for that. I think he would. Yep, definitely Sayori. This is definitely Sayori. This thought brings another smile to my face. I begin setting out the cooking stuff and looking through the food. Monica brought over quite a bit last night. A little bit of everything for breakfast and lunch. Oh, that's a cute name. I really need to thank both of them properly when I get a chance. It's only because of them I'm doing this. I wasn't really able to get much sleep last night, so I had a lot of time to think. Ooh, that doesn't sound too good. Ben has been so strong through all of this. He's been there for all of us, even when he was struggling himself. Damn, if that isn't the most self-aware line this mod has thrown at me about this playthrough. Like, Jesus, dude. The amount to which I have read through, that I have picked apart. My god. Natsuki would be proud. Very clever of me. That's very good. Good choice. He's not the only one. Monica may have done some really mean things, but I understand now why she did them. Those two have been so strong for us and for each other. It's time I was strong, too. Seeing Yuri and Natsuki hurt like that made me really sad. But it also made me think. It made me think of how focused I was on myself. I was only thinking about my own rain clouds. I always said I wanted others to be happy and have fun, and I meant it, but I never really checked. You're missing some commas in there. Too much reliance on and. Jesus, that needs to be cleaned up.
I thought my mask was good enough. If I acted happy, even though I wasn't, then I was doing my part.
Again, it needs some commas. One last thing about the mod, but Shion has many traits of all the other girls, especially Sayori. Interesting. The canonical clubmate nicknames. Seems like a good list to me.
But I guess I wasn't the only one wearing a mask.
2020 flashbacks.
Everyone else was sad too, but they were sad in a different way, so I didn't see it. I didn't even really look. But I'm not gonna be like that anymore. I'm going to be strong, like Ben and Monica. Gonna help my friends for real this time.
Oh crap, I really need to focus on this. Ben would be a lot less proud of me if I burned down the house for real this time. God damn it, Sayori. That is screenshot worthy right there. Oh my god.
Uh-oh, I might have overdone this. I wasn't really paying attention to how much I set out.
Need a hand there, Chef Ramsay? Oh, yeah, that's right. Something happened to Natsuki. I forgot about that.
Oh, hey, Natsuki. I think I got it. As if the cooking gods were mocking me. Like 3 different things made a weird noise at once.
You don't need that apostrophe there. Weir and were are 2 different words.
That's just not fair.
Natsuki's literally pulling a John Cena right now.
Are you sure about that?
No, please help.
Sure. Where's Yuri? Right here. It smells nice, Sayori. Thank you for cooking for us. Well, I'm giving it a shot. Looks like I came in at the right time. You almost burned the bacon, Sayori. Oh no, not the bacon! Save the bacon, Natsuki.
Fuck. It's the kind of joke I would make, Sayori. Am I even necessary here?
Oh yes, make haste. Bacon rescue operation underway. Yes!
Do not let harm come to the bacon.
How long has it been since we all just laughed like this? It hasn't been that long, but the last few days make it feel so much longer. After all the crying the last few days, it almost feels strange to be happy. Like it's wrong to laugh at a time like this.
Nah, enjoy yourself, Sayori.
No, I refuse to believe we can't be happy like this. We can get it back. We have to.
Stay determined, Sayori.
With Natsuki's help, I managed to present a passable breakfast to everyone.
I feel like there's a pun in that line somewhere, Zach.
We all sit at the table and begin eating. So, what's happening today? It's a little late for us to go to school. I feel really bad for missing so many days. This has only been your 2nd day, and it's Friday anyways. Still, school is important. Not more important than your health. Ben said you two need more time, and I agree with him.
Oh, that's right. That's right, I forgot about that. Yuri... You know what? If you've been watching the series this long, I feel like you know what happened to Yuri last episode, so... I'm just not even gonna say it.
I see. If Ben said to stay, then I guess I need to listen.
Straight up making a freestyle rap about bacon. Zach over in chat.
You know, he's just concerned about you. I know. He probably saved my life. I have no issues deferring to his judgment. What's he doing then? Him and Monica decided to go to school. I'm torn about whether I should tell them their plan to talk to Niki. No, I don't want them to worry now. I'm sure they will tell us how it went later.
That's right.
Unless it goes bad. No, no bad thoughts. Happy thoughts.
DDLC players shudder. Mere mention of those words.
I'm sure they'll cover for us. I hope they'll be okay. Why wouldn't they be? What if my dad comes to school looking for me? Does he know their names? No, but he knows I'm in a literature club. I doubt it'd be too hard to find them. Natsuki's got a point. Should I text Ben to be on his guard? Does he know what her dad looks like? I wouldn't worry too much about it, Natsuki. He can't hurt them in the school.
Oh, don't underestimate this man, Yuri. Do not underestimate this man and his ability to disregard site rules. Oop, skipped over a line.
Ben is smart and so is Monica. Monica's also well known around the school.
You say that as if Natsuki's dad is going to care about that fact.
If someone strange went after them in such a high-profile fashion, I'm sure it would cause commotion. Sure, Ben and her could use that to their advantage if they needed to. Damn, Yuri. That was specific. Oh, sorry. Was I rambling again?
No, you were making a point.
I'm sorry. It just reminded me of a book and... Yuri, it's fine. She's right, though. Those two can handle anything together.
I might have to play that mod someday. Just so I can fully understand what you're talking about, Zach. Because I have not played that mod. A Brand New Day. At least I don't think I have.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We all soon finish breakfast with a satisfied sigh. So, just us girls. What should we do today?
Meanwhile, 8:15 a.m. It feels strange walking to school without Sayori. Yeah, I know it's fairly old. I used to leave her behind when I got tired of waiting for her in the past. Now I feel sick with myself for it. Sayori deserved it better from me. All it took was her lifeless body in front of me to see that. Jesus, dude, get a grip. Starting to sound like the voice from the nightmares. Not going back to that. Never. As the day progresses, my thoughts slowly move from Sayori and the others towards Niki. Could do with a comma right there. It seems like Monica's ready to duke it out. Doubt it'll actually come to blows, but still. I don't think anybody watching this would blame her for that, if that's what it actually comes to. Like, if there's a straight-up catfight between Niki and Monica, like, I am all for it. Like that the nightmares were implanted by Niki. Like that voice in the nightmares is probably Niki. Yeah, dude, that shit's been obvious for a while now. If that's what it actually is, of course. Those are just my assumptions. I'll just have to trust Monica and follow her lead. I think she has a plan for this. Keyword being, I think. At least I hope so, because I sure as hell don't. As the bell rings and everyone begins to file out, I stay behind in an attempt to psych myself up a little. Praying that Monica doesn't come out guns blazing. I really don't want Niki to give last Friday a reboot.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, hi, Niki. Seems you came to find me. I snap to and find that Niki has entered the classroom. Good lord, this girl has no patience. Yeah, I thought that was well established at this point.
Spacing out again?
Yeah, I guess. Why do you care? Why are you here? Why can't you take a hint?
It's just like the first time we met.
If I had the sense God gave me a box of rocks, I would have let that first meeting be our last. I can imagine a lot of people watching playthroughs of mods they've already played must feel that way. I mean, that's kind of the appeal of this kind of stuff. You're getting to see what I think for the first time. Live as it happens. That's what I love about this. That's what I love about doing these. And why they just don't get old for me. Right.
Are you okay, Ben? You seem a little out of it.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Is Monica still sick?
No, she's fine. Actually, she wanted to talk today at the club.
Oh, so we're having a club meeting today? That's great.
Well, not really. Everyone else is out sick. Don't say it like that! That makes it sound suspicious. Damn it, boy!
Is that what was wrong with Natsuki?
Sure. We'll go with that.
Shouldn't you be at home if you're sick?
Well, Natsuki was being, you know, Natsuki. She was being stubborn about it.
Well, that certainly sounds like her. What about Sayori? She was here with you yesterday, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she woke up not feeling too well today.
Everyone getting sick so close together is a little strange, isn't it?
It's something I expect you to see right through. I don't like where this is going.
I'm not missing some kind of special club bonding activity, am I?
I fucking knew it. Nah, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, don't get salty, Ben. Just a little joke.
I really don't understand this back and forth between these two. You knew what? That's just Niki being sarcastic. So it just sounds like my boy doesn't understand sarcasm or sarcastic humor. I distinctly remember last episode just rooting for how Niki here is going to take advantage of the fact that their logic made no sense, the club's logic. So, yeah, I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. Let's just go. Well, this is off to a great start. Yeah, and whose fault is that, boy? Whose fault is that? Niki is humming a little as we walk to the club. She seems a little too happy. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe that'll be a good thing. Maybe she won't go instant rage mode when Monica starts asking, whatever the hell she's planning to ask. We enter the club to find Monica sitting patiently on a desk.
Hello there, President. Glad to see you're feeling better. Thanks. That sure was a quick cold. Yeah, just a little bug that's going around. Shame it got around to the other girls. Yeah, it is. But they're strong. They can tough it out. You think so? Well, that's great. Right, Ben?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll all be back on Monday.
Monday, huh? Good to know.
We've been here less than 5 minutes, and I'm already feeling something going on here. Obviously, there's going to be a tension in the air between these two, but it just seems like... Yes, Zach, exactly. But yeah, it just seems like typical banter.
Sorry about the last-minute changes and everything. I hope it hasn't been too much of an inconvenience. It's fine. I've kept myself busy.
I'm sure you have.
With what? With what? I feel like I really don't know much about you.
Yeah, and that's intentional, as we've discussed.
Oh, just some running around here and there, you know. Nothing super special. It was awfully nice of you to bring Natsuki's stuff to her on Wednesday. What kind of club member would I be if I didn't help my fellow members? You must live close to Natsuki if you knew which house hers was. Oh yeah, I've seen her around. Speaking of Natsuki, Ben mentioned her and Yuri were a thing now. Is that true? It is. Didn't Yuri get sick Thursday? The same day as you?
I see what's going on now. These two really are duking it out. Just seems like a battle of wits to me. Although, I don't know if I would call this wits, but to use a term that Snakerer coined, a battle of dimwits. Whoop. Yet instead of actually fighting, they're engaging in some kind of Sherlock Holmes-esque battle of wits. Like watching a verbal chess match. If I'm being completely honest, it's a little frightening. I don't know. This still just seems pretty standard to me. No questions have really been asked yet. Indirectly, maybe, but there hasn't been any direct questioning yet. So I don't know if I would call this a confrontation yet.
I believe Yuri was sick before that, which is why she left early. That's why she left? I could have sworn she was upset about the tea thing.
Well, I have to give point to Niki on that one.
She was, but Yuri's a big girl. Little accident isn't enough to stop her. So you must have already known she was sick since you went after her. You should probably let us know next time. I'll bet that's how everyone else...
Everyone else. You misspoke, Niki. Not everything else.
How everyone else got... sick. Yes, I'm sure it was. It must have slipped my mind. I'll be more conscious about that next time.
Ha! Sounds good, Zach. I would have to agree with that mentality.
I wonder why we didn't get it. Especially Ben, since he's your boyfriend and all that. I've been keeping enough of a distance for his sake. How selfless of you. Not really. I care enough about him to not let him suffer solely for my desires. Too bad you couldn't protect everyone else.
Oh. Okay. I have a feeling shit is about to get very real. Once again, Niki proving she knows exactly what to say to provoke everyone. I have a feeling this is the shots fired moment. Right here. Everybody hold on to your butts.
Yeah, it is. I'll see that it won't happen again. Quite the task. Sure you're not getting ahead of yourself? It's not like you can control this world.
Uh-oh.
I have faith. Faith? Yes. Faith in myself and in my friends.
Like I had faith in my hockey team, and look where that got me.
Well, I hope it's enough.
I need to do something. This is getting intense. What? Not really. I don't know if I agree with that statement. Sure, I believe things did escalate at this line here a little bit, but I don't know if I would call this intense yet. This still feels like we're in the warm-up phase. You know what I mean? This mod does not understand its own tone. I'm afraid the silent sparring match between them is about to boil over. Are you sure about that?
Suddenly, Niki steps back and smiles. Well, I'm glad we had this talk, Monica. I guess I'll see all of you later. I don't feel like this was really a talk now, was it? That was very underwhelming. That was... If that's where it ends. Niki grabs her stuff and exits the room, humming the same tune she did on our way here. I mean, that wasn't even really a confrontation. That was more just a chat. Sure, there was a bit of tension, but I would not call that intense or a confrontation. Like, if you're gonna do a confrontation game, do it right. I saw. Noise. It's an oddly familiar tune. As soon as the door closes, Monica lets out a massive sigh and quickly sits back down on the desk. Don't need that apostrophe there. Yeah, I mean... The thing that bothers me about this quote-unquote confrontation is that no one ever really took charge of the situation. You know, nobody ever really, commanded the room. They just kind of talked normally. And like I said, there was some tension, sure. But that wasn't a confrontation. So, leaves me wondering where the hell the confrontation is supposed to be. Yeah, exactly, Zach. Nobody stepped up. Neither of them did. So once again, they're just letting Niki walk all over them. So that's another point for Niki in this chapter. Whoa, are you okay? Okay, settle down, boy. It wasn't that bad. Yep. No one didn't stand when Shady told them to. Exactly. Yeah, that was just stressful. Whoa, do you need me to get you a stress ball? Yeah, it was stressful to watch. Watching this mod not understand its own tone is weirdly funny. So you saw it then? You saw what was really happening there? I don't know, Monica. Definitely seems like she's hiding something, but it still doesn't prove anything. Yeah, you're here thinking she's gonna give up info like that willingly. No. If you're going to confront her, you need to confront her. Like an actual interrogation. That's the kind of shit we're talking about here. You all know what she's done. Fair point, Zach. I didn't really consider that. But yeah, it's just like, what did you expect? You thought she was gonna just give up that info willingly. No, you have to be more forceful with her. Somebody like her is never gonna give that information up until they are forced to. That's all there is to it. I've still got a really bad feeling about this. We should have a sleepover. Sleepover? At a time like this? Yeah, it'll be easier to keep an eye on everyone if we're all together. No, I already read it. Monica, I can't help but feel like you're getting a little carried away here. What if I'm right? What if she comes after Sayori? She's not any kind of fighter. Yuri and Natsuki are hurt, so they're not going to be able to help either. What happens then?
I really don't feel like you need to worry, Monica. God damn it, why'd you have to put that in my head, Monica? Maybe she's right, though. We know Niki knows where we live, and Suri has a bad habit of keeping her doors unlocked. Alright, I'll call Sayori. Okay. Remind me we still have to go to the store if we're going to host everyone. I also need to swing by my house really quick and change. Right. Let's go. I'll call her on the way. One phone call, a trip to the store, and a stop at Monica's house later, and we find ourselves back in our neighborhood. Sarah comes out of her house with Yuri and Natsuki in tow. Hey, Ben, can I help? Sure. I hand Sarah a couple of the bags I'm carrying. We could help as well. You two still need to heal. We're not helpless, Ben! Natsuki quickly swoops in. You need a comma there. Rips the remaining bags from my hands. Comma. Well, no. Don't need a comma there. And marches towards my house. Yeah, you don't say, Zach. We all chuckle a little and follow her. As expected, Natsuki and Suri immediately make their way to the kitchen with the food. You guys need a hand? I think that line was meant to be spoken rather than inner monologue. Think they missed a flag there. Nope. You've done enough, Ben. Besides, I still need to say thank you for the food last night. You just stay out of my way. We got this. I open my mouth, the object. I think you mean to object. I open my mouth, the object, but then realize this is actually the best thing for them right now. English is a wonderful language. Allowing Natsuki to busy herself with something she loves and to simply be involved is enough for Sayori. Do you have a tea set here, Ben? Yeah, about that. I turn to Monica, who walks up to Yuri and holds open a bag. Holds up a bag, I think would be the more appropriate term. Visibly confused, Yuri reaches into the bag and pulls out a box. Yep. Thank you, our resident modder. Man knows his stuff when it comes to making mods. A new tea set? Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't do that after what happened to your old one? We saw it at the store and figured it just wasn't right for our club not to have your tea anymore. It just wouldn't be the same. That I can say is fair. Yuri's tea is part of what makes the club what it is. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, Yuri. Just take it. I could go for a cup of tea, though. Me too! Same here. Don't forget me. Oh, you all. Yuri recomposes herself and wipes away the tears forming in her eyes. Coming right up. Yep, you go do what you do best, Yuri. Yuri unpacks the box and immediately gets to work with the same elegant movements I've grown to recognize. I turn and smile at Monica, who winks at me and returns the smile. With Natsuki at the helm, it isn't long at all before the sweet smell of a feast fills the house. Hey! Okay, everyone! Hey, that's Monica's line! Nobody owns that line, Sayori. I'm commandeering it. It sounds weird. Jesus, Sayori, let her finish. Thank you, it doesn't matter. This is just padding. I was going to say, it's all ready. It smells wonderful. I can't wait. We all set out the food and dig in. We don't really talk much since we're all so occupied with our food. I mean, hey, that's dinner for you. Natsuki's cooking really is the ultimate stress relief. gives new meaning to the term comfort food. That's my description for whenever I have a long-ass day at work and decide to pick up some grub from the gas station across from where we work. After finishing, we all move into the living room as Yuri fixes each of us another cup of tea. I notice a wide smile cross her face every time she looks at it. I'm sure glad we spotted it. She needed it. Teacups in hand. We all sit on the couches and a strange silence falls upon the room. This would be the perfect time to put something on the TV. A bit off topic, but if I could have any kind of superpower, what would it be? Well, to quote my answer from my senior year yearbook, chaos control. Everybody in chat, list your answers. If you could have one superpower, what could it be? Sort of somber. Like a moment of silence for everything that's happened. Sometimes that's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to just let everyone have a moment. Probability manipulation. Oh, like super luck. Oh man. Casinos would hate you, Ami. I could see you getting blacklisted from casinos with that power. Teleportation, Zach says. I want to be like Virgil from DMC, Devil May Cry. However, since so much has happened, the moment lingers for quite some time. Yeah, I think people just want to relax. Certainly a far cry from our last sleepover. Sure, things were tense since everyone was still unsure about Monica, but we still managed to have fun together. We laughed and watched movies. Yeah, like I said to me, with that kind of power, I could see you getting blacklisted from casinos. I even confessed to Monica. It's only been a couple weeks since then. Feels like we've been through a whole war since then. My MC is what you called over-prepared. Man's got cookies for Sayori, tea packs for Yuri, pocket money for Natsuki, and love and affection for Monica. Yeah, sounds like it. I'm sorry, everyone. Everyone turns to the sudden breaker of silence. For what? I knew. I knew about what all of you were going through. I didn't know what to do, so I didn't do anything. Are you talking about before, or are you talking about now? I'd be selling big fucking fish for how lucky you'd get from the catches. Nice. I'm so sorry. But it's not your fault, Monica. I was doing this to myself. No one made me. I did it and I kept it a secret. It was never your responsibility to bear, Monica. Yeah, I should have said something about him. I'll
this talk about trust and new starts and all that, but I was still stuck in the past. I didn't know how to move on. It was scary to think about. I should have actually trusted all of you instead of just saying it. Same here. I've been really depressed for a long time. Even after we came back, I never really faced it. I wanted the club and my friends back so badly. I went back to my old ways. I've still been putting on fake smiles and fake happiness because that's all I've done for so long. I didn't think I could be just me. I thought that would never be enough.
And I tried to fix everything myself. Every time something went wrong, I took it upon myself to be Mr. Fix-It. Brought an outsider to the club when I shouldn't have. Even when I knew I needed help, I almost never asked for it. Stop it, bro. You're sounding too much like me. Felt like it was my responsibility to shoulder the weight. But I was wrong. We were all wrong about something. Everyone nods and grows silent again.
Thanks for that. Let's make a deal. Right here and now. Let's agree to always be honest with each other from here on out. No secrets. Nothing but the truth.
Monica holds out her teacup. Deal. I hold my cup up to hers.
I'd like that.
Sari joins in.
Count me in. Me as well.
Yuri and Natsuki join cups as well. Careful what... all I'm gonna say to this proposal is careful what you wish for.
So, what do we do about her?
What I've been saying ever since you found out what she's been up to? She has no place in the club. That much is obvious. And she should have been kicked to the curb the first second you had the chance. Monica and I exchange glances. We're at a bit of an impasse on that. Something's going on and something needs to be done about it. Mr. Vague, could you specify? Could you elaborate?
We just don't know what.
Not you two.
I think...
Sarah stands up with a smile.
I think we should save that for tomorrow. There's no school tomorrow, so we can take all the time we need. Let's all get some sleep, and we'll tackle it in the morning together.
What do you guys think?
I think Sayori is right. I think a good night's rest and a fresh start would be beneficial for all of us.
I don't understand why there needs to be this big discussion on this. Like there's anybody who thinks she should stay at this point. At this point, with all of the knowledge that they have about Niki, and I sound like a broken record at this point, but there should be no debate on Niki's fate. That's just the short and long of it. There should be no debate on this. It should just be a simple, get the fuck out of my club. Also, what's up, Imprudent? I just saw you in chat there. Is the mod making me angry yet? I mean, it's still chapter 4, so that terrible logic from last episode hasn't gone away.
Yeah, this isn't something that we can solve in 5 minutes. We shouldn't rush into this.
Oh, the irony of this line. Oh, Natsuki, you sweet summer child.
If only you knew. Yes, it is that easy. What do you think, Monica? I think it would be best, yes. You?
I won't say no to sleep.
We're all in agreement then. Let's call it a night.
We put our cups in the sink and head upstairs. We resume our previous sleeping arrangement. Well, mostly. After getting everyone else set up, Monica simply hopped into my bed without warning. Oh, I see what we're doing here. The mod's doing this. Natsuki gave me a few suggestive looks, but didn't say anything. Natsuki is the embodiment of chat in this moment. Finally sharing a bed with my girlfriend. And it's in a room full of people. Not the first time. Wait, did they? Hold up. Okay, not that I can see. You'd have to give me a timestamp of when you saw it. When you thought you did, at least. This universe, game, or whatever it is, has a sick sense of humor, and I don't like it. I think the thing with the sick sense of humor you're talking about is the mod creator, the writer. That would be them. Feel myself losing the battle. No, stop that, please. It's too late. It's gone. Damn it. That was a good dream, too. As I slowly regain consciousness, I notice that I can't move my arm. The hell? Did I sleep on it weird or something? Yeah, I mean, I've been there, done that. Something strange is going on in the characters folder. And nothing looks out of place in the mod files. Nothing, was modified today except for the saves folder, which is empty. So, and any DDLC fan worth their salt knows how useless that folder is. You've got a head on that arm, doofus? Yeah, that's probably what happened. Well, let's see what the mod has to say. For another moment, I realize I'm not the one sleeping on it. God damn it, Monica. Holy shit, it wasn't a dream. Do I want to know what this dream was about? Sit up as much as I can and see Monica sleeping peacefully. I look around the room and see Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki in similar positions around the room. So, parts of it were a dream. I'll be keeping those parts to myself. Good, because I want to keep that part of myself intact. After managing to free my arm, I lean over and kiss Monica's head. Oh, you cute little boy. Monica's eyes open and she turns her head to look at me. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, beautiful. Monica blushes and sits up next to me. Did you sleep okay? Best I have all week. You? Same. I notice a rustle of purple in the corner of my eye. God damn it, you woke up Yuri. Morning, Yuri. Oh, good morning, Ben. You as well, Monica. I think you missed a period there. How are you feeling? Better. I think my body's finally recovered. What happened to you? That's some supernatural shit, Yuri. Not gonna lie. That's wonderful to hear. Yuri stands and stretches her whole body, lifting her arms up as high as she can. Between her long legs and arms, she damn near touches the ceiling. That's like with me whenever I stretch in my room, anywhere near the middle of the room. I have to be aware not to go too high so that I don't chop my fingers off with my ceiling fan, because that would be horrible. Just like that one meat cutter I worked with that accidentally cut off, I think, a little piece of his thumb or something. Yeah, I should not have thrown that out there so casually. Fuck. Oh, jeez. But, yeah. That was pretty gruesome. While she's stretching, though, a flash of pink swoops in and pokes her stomach exposed from under her shirt. Kya! Natsuki! Your reaction was priceless. Where did you even come from? The Shadow Realm.
Were you waiting for that the whole time? Nah, I just saw my shot and I took it.
Hey, that sounds like me.
Yes, well, please refrain from doing it again.
Uh-oh. Is that an admission that somebody is ticklish?
No promises. Why is everyone yelling?
Zeri mumbles as she slowly rises, rubbing her eyes. Natsuki's being a cheeky little bastard. What else is new?
Who's cheeky this early? That would be me.
Natsuki lobs a pillow at me. However, I was prepared for this, and I catch it.
Oh, she's looking on with envy. Someday, hun. Someday.
Nice try.
I'll get you eventually.
Well, you still have Sunday. Sure you will.
Damn straight. Till then, I'll go get breakfast. A judicious compromise.
I wouldn't call it a compromise. More like Cupcake here got showed up.
Excuse me? I'll kick your ass in your own house. I don't give a shit.
Bring it short out. God, I love seeing these two go at it.
Okay, you two. At least let us get out of the ring before you go at it.
Oh, yes. MC and Natsuki cage match. Let's go. Fight, 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 fight. Can't do that with a straight face. Oh, cage match. Somebody make it happen. It's a moment I'm writing down in my brain. Yes, I am well aware, Zach.
I'm betting on Natsuki.
God damn it, I wasn't serious, Sayori. You traitor.
Should I be the referee?
It wasn't a serious suggestion. What is going on with my voice? Jesus. What? God damn it, I was joking about this. That sounds like a rigged match to me.
What? Are you giving up already? That's just sad, Ben.
First of all, you need a comma right there, but second of all, no, I am not backing down. Give me your wrestling ring background and you have a deal. I might just have to take you up on that. We all laugh and head downstairs together.
Oh, there you all are. It's about time.
What?
What the hell?
We come downstairs only to find Niki standing in the living room. Oh boy.
I've been waiting for you, my love.
Excuse me? Oh dear. This is the point where everything goes to hell, doesn't it? She jumped in through the windows. Oh dear. This is where she reveals herself as a yandere, doesn't she? Something's different about her. There's something in her voice.
What are you doing here? I'm coming for what's mine, little Miss President. I am the harvester of sorrow, and it's time to collect. Harvester of sorrow? Where have I heard that before? Hold up. Is that some Lovecraftian thing? No, but apparently it's a song by Metallica. Sure, some of you knew that one over me. So if that's what you're referencing, nice reference. I willfully admit I do not listen to enough Metallica. So, good recommendation. I'll have to remember that for later. Screenshotting that just so I don't forget. No. Can't be. The voice. Those words. Wow, it's almost like I figured this out a chapter or two ago. Are you pleased to see me, Ben, my love? First of all, I'm not your love. Second of all, what the hell are you doing here? Master of puppets, I'm pulling his strings. It is. It's a voice from the nightmares. It's you? This whole time? Yes. I told you there was no escape. I said I would always be with you. Ben, what's happening? Sayori, go upstairs. What the hell is she talking about? She's from my nightmares. How is that possible? Your world is a game. This shouldn't surprise you. I thought we established this. It's because she's from the other world. Monica steps front and center, eyes full of fire. That's how she knew about us. Exactly what to say to hurt us. Why she came out of nowhere, and why she's so obsessed with Ben. Wow, it's almost like all of that was really obvious about her, from the way she conducted herself. And it's almost like you guys should have figured this out sooner. Oh, Monica. Now who are you to cast judgment on love and obsession after what you did? Because of what I did, I know what you are. Monica, what are you talking about? My boy? I'm gonna have to overrule you in this case. Just stand back and let them talk this out. She's nothing but a shadow, a byproduct of my attempt to change this world the last time. All the breaks in the code, all the resets, all just rogue bits of code built up from my failed attempts to have you before. All she can think about is getting to you, because that's what she's based off of. That's right, Monica. Your selfishness made me. So what makes you think you can condemn me? Because I'm not that person anymore. Oh, man. It's fun watching this mod try to be dramatic. You think so? No. The only reason you're acting any different is because you got what you wanted. You don't have to hurt the others as long as you can keep Ben to yourself. I mean, you sure haven't tried to help them. You know what I know, so why do your friends keep getting hurt? I made a mistake. So did I, it would seem. I thought it would be enough to drive you apart and let your pitiful lives take you out again. But you, my love. Niki looks into my eyes with a gaze that reaches to my core.
Sorry about that. Apparently, my folks are saying some of the upstairs rooms here are getting what smells like vape coming into their rooms. But not mine, apparently. Even though I've got my window open. It's very strange. I did it to air out and cool off the room a little. Because this time of year, when I don't have my window open, I get hot. I roast in this room, dude. Anyways, to continue.
You were so persistent. It's one of the things I love about you. You really did make a mess of things. They just needed to go away, and we could have been together. All you had to do was stand by and let it happen, just like you did last time.
It's almost like people learn from their mistakes. No. I'm not just standing by anymore. Not gonna let my friends get hurt. Not when I can do something.
Oh, my sweet. You know you're just delaying the inevitable. If you had just let them go, they would have died alone. You wouldn't have had to see any of that nasty business. But now...
Niki walks over to Yuri's bag and pulls out a long knife. I know that blade.
Thanks for keeping this, Yuri. I knew you just couldn't let it go.
Yeah, you should have been restraining her as soon as she went for Yuri's bag. Classic, everyone just stands there, lets the villain do their thing. Not gonna lie, not very impressive for a yandere. I expected you to have your own knife.
Ben, I'm sorry. I forgot. I swear. Now I'm just going to have to kill them and take you for myself.
As if we're gonna stand by and let that happen.
At least you're all grouped up here. Saves me the trouble of hunting you down. Don't even think about it, you bitch. I'm not letting you hurt my friends. I guess you're first then.
Monica. Niki lunges forward with the knife as I dive forward to knock Monica out of the way. Niki's blade manages to slice into my shoulder. Monica and I fall onto the floor. I mean, this problem feels like it has a simple solution, but we'll let the mod do its thing. Ah!
Don't fight it, Ben. I never wanted to hurt you. But they need to go.
Niki stands over us, knife in hand.
Leave them alone!
Natsuki leaps onto Niki's back, pulling her hair and grabbing for the knife. Niki thrashes back and forth and eventually throws Natsuki off of her.
Alright then, you can die first! Get away from her!
Yuri charges Niki, but she quickly reaches up her left hand and catches Yuri by the throat.
Just wait your turn now!
Niki throws Yuri to the side and she topples over the couch. My shoulder hurts, but I get up and charge for Niki. If you guys had any kind of coordination, even though she has a knife, in a 4v1, I'm pretty sure my money would be on the four of you if you had any semblance of coordination. Actually, with Sayori, there's 5 of you. Yeah, a 5-on-1 where the one has a knife. Yeah, I would bet on the group of 5 being able to disarm her somehow. I grab her arms and hold them behind her back.
Ben, stop it! What are you doing?
Niki thrashes and kicks, trying to break free.
Let me go. I need to do this.
No. No, you don't.
They need to die!
Niki manages to break free. When she does, she quickly spins around and brings the knife across my chest.
Ah!
Stagger back and place my hand on my chest. Thankfully, it's a shallow cut. Still not good.
I don't want to hurt you, Ben. Just stay out of my way.
You think he's gonna listen at this point? Niki turns back to face Natsuki, who scrambled over to Yuri. As she moves towards them, I again charge Niki and tackle her to the ground. Yeah, here's some advice. Reach for her hand with the knife and beat it against the floor to knock it out of her hand.
No, no, no!
She clutches the knife close to her chest in order to keep me from grabbing it. Yeah, here's a thought. Push down. Instead, I grab her collar and throw her as hard as I can towards the door. It isn't far, but any distance between her and the girls is good.
Ben!
Stay back.
Quit interfering!
Niki bellows as she rises to her feet. Niki's menacing gaze then turns to my left. Zuri is standing near the entrance to the kitchen, paralyzed with fear. I told you to go upstairs. Niki brings up the knife and charges blade first. Sayori, move! I move to intercept Niki's hands and knock Sayori onto the ground in the process. Niki and I are now locked. She still pushes with the knife towards Sayori while I grip her wrists. Suddenly, I have an idea. Shifting my weight, I let Niki lean into her attack. However, before the knife reaches Sayori, I plant my foot and pivot sharply to the side. Niki has too much momentum going to do anything to stop me and starts to fall. I manage to rip the knife from her grip before she tumbles to the floor.
No! Give it back! I need to do this!
I know, yeah. If this were a bat or a gun, yeah, this would be entirely different. However, before Niki can get up, Monica comes from behind and throws her arms around Niki's neck.
Help me!
Yuri and Natsuki quickly move over to each side of her and grab her hands and hold them away from her.
Let me go! Your filthy hands off me, you cunts!
Get something to restrain her. Suddenly, and to my surprise, Sayori springs into action. She quickly runs upstairs as Niki thrashes and screams. Sayori comes sprinting back down and she's holding something. A rope? I mean, yeah. Doki Doki Night Nurse. Never heard of that one. You want to give me a brief synopsis? Because I've never heard of that one. Regardless, I'm going to yoink that to put it in my stream notes. A swift finger jab to the throat could even stagger her long enough to disarm her. Uh-huh. Will this work? Of course it will. Maybe. Tie her hands. I can't. She's moving too much.
Fuck you, fuck you!
I firmly grip the knife and smash the handle into the side of Niki's skull. The blow stuns her for a second. It's enough for the girls to get her arms behind her back and tie her wrists. Sayori, where'd you get that?
I had it in my bag.
So you mean you found it from when Monica placed it somewhere else? Why would you need to... The realization hits me and I stare wide-eyed at Sayori. I wasn't going to use it. I just... Sayori trails off and looks away. Hey, we'll deal with that later. We have more pressing concerns. Right. The hell do we do with her?
The bitch tried to kill us!
And she'll try again if we let her go.
Monica, you're not suggesting we just kill her, do you? Kill her? No, we can't do that. Let's just call the cops.
And tell them what, Sayori? That we have some girl from another dimension and she tried to kill us? They'd ask questions. We'd have to explain why she was here and how we know her. No way. They'd never believe us. They'd think we're crazy. Yeah, here's an idea. try a more realistic story.
They might just lock us up, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, United States justice system.
There has to be another way, then. Maybe just keep her tied up.
Yuri, we can't just keep a murderous lunatic tied up in my house. Yeah. Besides, even if you did kill her, she attacked first. So it's in self-defense. So this talk of murder, I mean, if any of you choked her out or something, it would be in self-defense because she attacked first.
Maybe we could talk to her. Maybe we can convince her to stop this.
Somehow I don't think that'll be an effective argument, Sayori.
Well, I'm going to...
See the blood running down the side of her head. Niki still seems disoriented from that strike, but she's definitely still here. Think there's your answer.
There's no negotiating with her, Sayori. As distasteful as it may be, I think it would be best if we... How could you say that, Monica? I agree with Sayori. We can't just kill a person. It's wrong to even consider it.
Oh, you sweet summer children.
She's not a person, Yuri. She's just a shadow. She even said that, Yuri. She said Monica made her. Then can't you unmake her? I wouldn't have the slightest idea, Yuri.
Let's just get this over with. Thank you, Natsuki.
No, we can't. Man, you said she was from your nightmares.
Yeah?
You deleted the nightmares from your head, right?
Apparently not. I gesture towards Niki, who still seems to be regaining full consciousness.
Can't you just get them out of your head? Can't you just get them out of her head, though, like you did with yourself? She's not real, Yuri. She's just a construct of glitches in the code. That doesn't make sense, Monica. You can't just create a person from nothing.
You seem to be ignoring the fact that your world is a game, that it doesn't play by the same laws of reality that our real world exists in, Yuri. So your argument is invalid. So it sounds like the solution here is to just patch the game. Patch the glitches that are creating Niki, and boom, no more Niki. If we're going by that logic.
I deleted them easy enough. The other way around doesn't sound so unreasonable to me.
Could I? Could I go into Niki's head and delete the nightmares like I did? Don't tell me that's what we're actually doing here. Monica could also be right. How do we know Niki is even a real girl? She's bleeding, though. Would a manufactured person bleed? It's the laws of your game. I mean, if it was planning on blending in, then it would. Even if I did delete them from Niki, they didn't go away last time. Would they just go to the next host like some kind of parasite? I don't know what to think. You're making this too complicated.
Ben?
I look up at Monica with a pleading expression. Please help me.
You have the knife. You need to make the decision.
Yee. Why? I sense a twist. Let me go to a page that isn't taken yet. How about this one?
My decisions are what got us into this mess in the first place. Besides, we can't reach an agreement. We've gotten this far because of you. I don't know what's right anymore. But I trust that you do.
All the other girls remain silent and stare at me. Got to be fucking kidding me. I have to decide. Monika and Natsuki want to get rid of her once and for all, while Sierra and Yuri want to take a chance and spare her. How the fuck am I supposed to make that decision? Well, it's a good thing that you don't have to, because my mind has been dead set on this from the beginning. She needs to fucking go. We didn't do the bad ending of the Natsuki route in Fruits, I say mercy. I slowly make my way towards Niki and stand directly in front of her. This has to end. I know that. But after everything she's done, can I really kill a person? I think after everything she's done, yes, you can justifiably call this self-defense. And it's not like she was a fucking saint anyways. So, she's not innocent. Assuming she even is a person. If Monika's right and she's just a glitch in the code, then this is no different from removing a virus from a computer. You don't get arrested for squashing a cockroach. Exactly. Niki raises her head and looks me right in the eye. I see what looks like so many emotions, I can't pick out which one it is. When in doubt, save states. Sadness, fear, hatred? They may not even be real emotions. Maybe that's why they're so jumbled. A computer program doesn't understand real feelings. Don't tell that to ChatGPT and all of the other, character chatbots. Enough. I need to make a decision. It's for my future and the future of the people I care about. No hesitation. This ends now. Before I can hesitate further, I grab the knife with both hands and drive it into her chest. A gasp of pain from Niki and shrieks from the girls before a deafening silence. Done and done. It's as if the world has stopped spinning. Nothing's moving except for Niki's final choking breaths. I look up into her eyes and see tears. I feel no sympathy for you. Hands bend a loaded Colt M1911 chambered in 45. 45 ACP. Do it. Your wish is my command, Onyx. There's no confusion now. The only emotion in her eyes is sorrow. I don't know if it's for what she did or that she's about to die, but I'm sure of one thing. It's real. She was real. Monika was wrong. She was a real person. Oh, we're gonna come back and see the other option if this is the end. I'm not just gonna leave it at that, but this is my ending. Congrats, you've gotten the bad ending. Oh, I probably knew it was the bad ending, but it's what she deserved. She wasn't a shadow, not a construct of some glitched code. She had real emotions. She has real blood spilling from her chest and onto the floor. She probably had a real family and real hopes and dreams. I think you're getting ahead of yourself. She was a real girl. A real girl that tried to kill all of you. Like I said, you can call this self-defense and be done with it. And I just killed her. In self-defense. I let go of the knife and her body falls to the floor. Oh my god. I was... No. I stand straight up as the girls look at me in surprise and horror. The rest of you had nothing to do with this. Ben. This was my doing. I killed her. You all tried to talk me out of it, but I did it anyways. What are you saying? This is the only way. The rest of you can go on and live your lives now. She's gone. You won't have to worry about her trying to pull everything apart ever again. What about you? I guess I'm going to have to go away too. Excuse me, what? What does that have to do with anything? No, can't we just hide the body? Or, like I said, self-defense. She attacked first, and she made an attempt on all of your lives. My boy included. We actually are living proof that this happened. We got sliced twice. I don't think it would be that hard for investigators to be like, yeah. Although I will say, they probably will look down. This probably will look bad. Because not only did you restrain her after disarming her, but then you went ahead and killed her. So it's foggy, but the point is, she attacked first. Your actions were in self-defense. You felt like your life was being threatened. You still have a case here. No. There's no way we'd get away with it, and even if we did, you'd have to hide the rest of your lives. I think you're being way too dramatic about this. This is it. This is your way out. Natsuki, when the cops get here, you can tell them about your dad. Nobody's even called the police yet, and no one's going to until they see this. Yuri, you can tell them about your arm and they'll take you to a hospital. She can't interfere anymore. Ben, no, you can't. You can't go. This is the only way, Monica. I'm a murderer now. You can't live a happy life with a murderer. Ugh. The lack of understanding here is painful. Oh my god. Yep, I see Brad just saw me posted about the 2 terabyte SSD. Yeah, I figured 2 terabytes will be enough for whatever PC games I'm going to be installing in the future. Oh, he absolutely is. So yeah, like I said, the lack of understanding here of what somebody would really do in this situation is just painful. Like I said, you've got a pretty plausible case for a self-defense case here. Yeah, you'd still go to court over it, but yeah, once you examine everything and put it all into context, yeah, I could easily see this, being self-defense, being a case of self-defense. Monica can no longer speak to me, so she simply falls to the floor and bursts into tears. Why am I so calm about this? I just murdered a girl, broke Monica's heart, and now I'm about to go to prison for the rest of my life. Then I start to think about the day when I told everyone about the nightmares. I was oddly calm then, too. Felt ready to die. Maybe that's what this is. This whole fucked up nightmare can finally be over. I'm so tired. I'm ready for it to be over. Goodbye, Literature Club. 5 years later. Chapter 5, Ashes in the Wind. Okay. So, let's see what the writer deliberated on this, because, yeah. It's funny. I often thought of school as a prison. Now that I'm actually in a prison, they really aren't so different. Follow the same routine every day, don't fuck around or whoever's in charge will yell at you, do work you hate, etc. Prison. I was arrested and convicted for the murder of Niki. Yeah, that sounds like the US justice system. They fucked it up. Good job. Nothing could disappoint me more. Couldn't really put up much of a defense. My lawyer tried his best, but he wasn't a miracle worker. It sounds like you needed to hire a better lawyer, because you had plenty of evidence to suggest that this was an act of self-defense. And I mean, let's not forget, again, she made attempts on all of your guys' lives, and she was shouting death threats at you the whole time. Like, seriously. I don't know how a judge can look at that and be like, no, you are guilty of murder. Because, yes, he made a conscious choice to do that after they restrained her. In the real world, after Niki was restrained, they would have called the police and explained the situation, and then they would go to court over this. But that's not what happened here. So yeah, if nothing else, I'm just disappointed at the lack of understanding here. There wasn't much I could say without having to explain myself, and that would have meant the old world, the nightmares, and all that. No, you didn't! Yeah, how about you talk about what Niki got up to? You don't need to talk about what Niki was. All they need to hear is what she did and what prompted this. Like, after you tell them what kind of person Niki was, after you tell them about that, I bet they'd be a lot more willing to listen. So, yeah, once again, the failure of our main character is what led us here. Good job, boy. I couldn't protect the girls that way. They weren't happy about it, but they didn't really have much of a choice. Yeah, and you made a poor choice. I was able to spin the perfect story they couldn't argue away from. It's kind of funny. I killed Niki for using the girls' personal problems to manipulate them. In the end, though, I did the exact same thing. I beg to differ, boy. How does this compare? Because it really does not. It really does not. I told them about Yuri's cutting, which is how I got the knife. No. I'm not following. I told them about Sayori's depression, which is how I got the rope. Again, no. I knew about Natsuki's dad, which is why they were all at my house in the first place. There was plenty of physical evidence on Natsuki and Yuri to back up my story, and Sayori couldn't hide it anymore. I was actually able to tell the truth about Niki's obsession with me and hatred of the others. The most compelling lies are comprised almost entirely of truth. I heard that on TV once. Never really understood it until now. Just a shame that lie involved using the girls to sell my story. I honestly feel shittier about that than killing Niki. She was a menace. You never would have been happy with her around. Yeah, which is exactly why we did what we did. Again, I feel like you just didn't try hard enough here, boy. Listen to me. I really do belong in here. Again, I beg to differ, because you could have argued yourself that this was in self-defense. So, yeah. That's a failure on your part. It's just like I thought before. Girls are better off without me. Speaking of which, they should be here soon. Well, they is a bit of overstatement. You're missing a word there. It's just Sayori and Monika. Yuri and Natsuki broke up not long after I was convicted. I hear they were constantly fighting about whether I was right for doing what I did. Eventually, neither of them could take it any longer. After they graduated, they both moved away. I haven't heard from either of them since. They both used to come by in the early days. I could see the tension between them even then. It got pretty bad, according to Sayori. It hurts to think about. To think my actions are what drove them apart. In the end, at least they're alive. If I hadn't done it, Niki would have killed them. Exactly! I did what I had to do. It was for the best. At least that's what I tell myself. Suddenly, the door in the other room opens and I see a pair of familiar figures enter. Sayori takes the lead with Monika in tow. Monika looks absolutely ragged. Monika fell into a deep depression after I was convicted. The constant fights between Yuri and Natsuki led to the dissolution of the literature club, which only made things worse. Can't say I blame her. Everything we went through to fix things and try to be happy, just to have it end up like this. Surprisingly, Sayori is the one who stepped up. After her depression was brought to light, she was assigned a therapist. She wasn't happy with that. She wasn't happy that the decision was made for her, but she had to play along to hide her involvement. However, after Monika took a turn for the worst, Sayori stepped up to take care of her. Sayori understood depression better than the rest of us, after all. She tries to stay strong for Monika, but I can see it on her face. She's faking it, just like she used to. The only thing keeping her going is that she cares more about Monika than she does about herself. She'd never admit it, but I think she sees Monika as her reason to keep going. She can keep Monika alive, and she's doing something right. She's worth something to someone. What a clusterfuck we've ended up in. Yep. All because you did not see what I saw. Every time I see them like this, I have a harder time convincing myself I did the right thing. Maybe I should have just jumped out the window that day. If I was dead, would Niki have even bothered the other girls? Tap, tap. I suddenly snapped back to reality to see Sayori holding the phone with her hand up to the glass. You have the wrong word there. Holding to phone? You must have been trying to get my attention. Was I spacing out again? Keep going, dipshit. You never change. I grabbed the phone and put it up to my ear. Sorry, Sayori. It's fine. How are you? I'm okay, I guess. You're not getting into fights anymore, right? A couple years in, I started getting a bit violent. I mean, I killed someone with a knife. Why should I have to take any shit from these worthless cunts? No, I'm done with that. More lies. Lucky for me, my shirt is hiding the massive bruises on my ribs. I really have been trying to stop, but that dude just wouldn't shut the hell up. Apparently he had some buddies I wasn't counting on. How are you two? We're still going, I guess. Job going any better? Not really. Sayori works at a late-night convenience store. That's when the junkies, drunks, and general shitheads come out. Apparently she's had a lot of problems with people being pervy and just general jerks to her. With that crowd, I'm not exactly surprised. However, since she's the only one there isn't much she can do about it. I don't know what kind of asshole thinks it's fine to schedule a young girl alone on a night shift. What about Monika? She got fired again. Damn. Sayori keeps trying to get her jobs to help with the bills. However, Monika keeps blowing them off and getting fired. Yeah, with the mental state the mod says that she's in, I'm not exactly surprised. Can you put her on, please? Sure. Sayori passes the phone to Monika, who gingerly accepts it. Hi. Hey, how you feeling, Monika? I don't know. Fine, I guess? So, not fine at all. Well, that's good. God, I wish I could help her. Problem is, you put the comma in the wrong spot. I can't do shit from inside here, and I'm not getting out anytime soon. What happened with the job, Monika? I just forgot. Monika, you can't forget these kinds of things.
It's not only bad for you, but it makes things harder for Sayori, too. I know. I tried to show up on time. I really did. I just couldn't. This can't keep going. How are the therapy sessions going? They're going. I still don't want to be there. I know, Monica, but you need to. No. What do you mean? I mean that I needed you, but you left. You left me. Monica is now screaming through the phone, attracting literally everyone's attention. Also, I love how the mod creator apparently just forgot that Monica can manipulate the world of the game. But let's not forget that fact. So, yeah, this entire ending where it's supposed to make you feel like, yeah, you fucked this up because you made the wrong choice. It's like, no, you just don't understand your own world. If Monica was really this distraught about it and she still had the ability to change the game, do you think she would just let this be? Like, let's be real here. Let's be real here, folks. I know my Mani. And if I were in this situation, and this were my Mani, there ain't no way in hell she would let this stand. Let's just be real here. You're gonna cut me short at this rate. You left me. You were all I needed. Not these doctors or all these fucking pills. I just needed you. But now you're gone, and I'm still here. Nothing is ever gonna be enough anymore. It's all for nothing. Should have just left me in there. Sarah's trying desperately to calm her down. Monica then drops the phone and storms out of the room in tears. Sarah flashes me an apologetic look before quickly following Monica out. The guard grips my shoulder and tells me I have to go back. When I return to my cell, Monica's last words play on repeat in my head. I left her. Part of me wants to be angry. I mean, for all I did to keep them out of this, that's the thanks I get? But I know she's right. I killed Niki. I was the one that brought her to the club and tried to convince the others to accept her. And I was the one who brought Monica back and started this whole fucked up roller coaster again. She's right. This is my fault. It's all my fault. She told me before, back in the nightmares. That promise I made, I could never keep it. This is what I get for trying. I really do belong here. I've ruined everything. I've ruined their lives. In the hands of a better writer, no. I'm so sorry, Monica. Sayori, everyone. I fucked everything up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, he says. I heard you the first time. So that was the quote-unquote bad ending. Ugh. Keeping in line with the rest of Chapter 4, very illogical. Like I said, in the hands of a better writer, you can definitely make something out of this. There's definitely a case to be made there, and that the sentence would not go out the way it did. So yeah, that's what my boy gets for not trying hard enough to defend himself. Good job, boy. Just like with Niki. Let the justice system push you around, this is what happens.
So, now let's go back and do what I would never do to get what the game calls the good ending. AKA not having common sense. The real me would never take this chance, because I know better. I can't. This is more than Niki deserves. I would absolutely never do this. After everything Niki's done, she does not deserve this. She does not deserve this kind of kindness. I'm sorry. Alright, so at about the 2-hour mark is when we made this choice. So I'll get the exact timestamp later when I'm editing in chapters. But let's continue. I throw the knife to the floor and put my left hand on Niki's head. What are you doing? I can't just kill her. There has to be another way. The blood on the side of Niki's head is warm. This has to be real. She has to be. Come on, it's got to be in here somewhere. What are you looking for, boy? Why would you restore the script? That's a terrible idea. Post and unknown. Unknown successfully deleted. Script.rpy restored successfully. Monica restored successfully. Post and unknown. This is it. She really is a real person. She was just being controlled by the nightmares. Gotta be careful not to delete the wrong thing. Got it. See, I told you it was that easy. Pull my hand back as Niki collapses to the floor. What happened? Did it work? I feel different. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do too. Yeah, it feels lighter somehow. Like a weight's been lifted from somewhere. I lean down and check for Niki's pulse. It's there. Jesus, I was about to kill another human being. She's alive. She's what? She's alive. Help me get her up. Monica comes over and we lift Niki to her feet. What's going on? Hey, it's gonna be okay. Ben, you know me? I thought it was a dream. It felt like a dream. A really, really long dream. But you're real? Yeah, I'm real. Do you remember your name? It's Niki. Yeah, Niki. Niki looks down at my blood-soaked chest and her eyes go wide. You're hurt! Yeah, and who do you think caused that? Did I do that? You remember what happened? It's fuzzy. It's like I've been in a trance. I could see what was going on, but I couldn't stop myself. Hey, what's up, Koniko? How are you doing? Oh god, did I hurt anyone else? Oh, only everyone else in this room. Not that I know of. Not physically, at least. Niki clutches her head. Why is it so hard to remember? I'm so sorry, Ben. I almost made him... What? Niki glances around at everyone and eventually lands on the knife behind me. You wanted to... kill me? I'm so sorry. I was wrong. Were you? I've done terrible things, haven't I? They're all so fuzzy, but they were bad. I can feel it. Yes, they were. It's not your fault, Niki. You weren't in control. What do you mean? That's a long story.
I'll tell her. You need to take care of your wounds, Ben. Let me, please. You took care of my wounds. Let me repay the favor.
Sure.
We'll need to look at her head, too. Huh?
Niki reaches up and feels the side of her head.
Ow!
She brings her hand down and starts panicking a little at the blood on her fingers.
Oh god! Okay, just sit down. I'll look at it.
You sound just like my mate Oreo, Koniko. I see. We woke up at a good time. We're doing the ending that real me would never pick. So Yuri and I went to the bathroom to clean and bandage the cuts on my chest and shoulder. Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki cleaned up Niki's head while telling our full story. Yuri and I head back down to join them when we're done. Niki sitting on the couch in absolute silence. Can't say I blame her. It's a lot to take in. Again, I'm disappointed by the twist that it wasn't Niki, it was just some entity controlling Niki. Because that just does not make sense. They literally pulled that out of their ass. There was zero indication of that. Yep, I've seen your newest videos in my recommended. I still need to sit down and watch those. I might just do that once we're done with the good ending here, actually. Get caught up on some of your guys' mod series. All's well that ends well. Watch them on stream. I was thinking about just doing it in the Discord server. There's a new series that just premiered. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you haven't gone to check it out, you should go ahead and do that. Because I've watched a lot of Koniko stuff. It's very nice. It's very fun to watch. And I still need to get caught up on the newest episodes myself, so. But yeah, I'm disappointed by this reveal. Yeah, exactly. If there were hints along the way that this is what was really going on with Niki, my attitude would be completely different right now. Or like dragged onto my channel against his will. Oh, you're funny. Like I said, Zach, I've got multiple series to get caught up on. But yeah, going back to what Ami was saying, if there was some kind of indication that this is what was really going on the whole time, my attitude would be completely different about all this. Excuse me. You know, if it gave me some crumbs of doubt, something to think about, like a better writer would do. But instead, no, it's just they pulled this out at the last minute because they didn't want to have the common sense option be the right choice because haha, fuck you. It's just completely nonsensical. She looks up at me. Yeah, it is.
I am so sorry. It wasn't your fault, Niki. Still, I should have fought it or something.
That's no simple task either. They almost beat me. I almost gave in too.
How did you fight them?
I had my friends.
Let's see. I don't think I had any friends. You do now. Huh? We'll help you get back on your feet. Why? Why would you want to help after what I did? They helped me after what I did.
It's just how we do things in the literature club. I don't think that's a line you want to go with. God damn it. After settling everything with Niki and telling her the truth,
Finally feel at rest again. No more nightmares. No more danger from Niki. I can finally live again. So yeah, this is what would happen if you didn't have common sense and you just got stupidly lucky that this is what was really going on. And once again, the fact that our boy here just did that with Niki there and just yoinked that unknown entity out like that, I feel like an investigation like that was warranted much, much earlier than it was actually brought up. So, yeah. There's a lot that does not make sense in this story. Embers for tomorrow. Everyone just about ready? Just about? Get your shoes on, sweetie. We're near the end. This is chapter 5. We're probably gonna finish it tonight. So here we are. Hard to believe it's already been 5 years. Oh, hello. Daddy! So much has happened. Yes, Yuki? Can't find my other shoe! Thank you, Zach! There is so much about that bad ending that just does not make sense. That's why I'm so disappointed by that. They're just trying to make you feel so bad about making that choice. And it's just like, no. There are ways to get out of the situation that he's in. Nothing that the people of this world can do about some of the things that our boy can do. Like, for real. It is such utter nonsense. Well, where was it last, honey? I don't know. Missing something? Monica comes up behind us, proudly displaying the missing footwear. I'll just answer that question, Koniko. Sadly, no. I got so depressed in prison that I forgot this was a game. Jesus. Mommy found it! She sure did. Come on, put it on now. Are we all good? Yep. How are you feeling? Good. A little nervous, not gonna lie. Yeah, me too. It's certainly been a little while. I'm more excited than anything, though. I miss them. Me too. I'm ready! Yuki proudly lifts her foot, now complete with its assigned shoe. Good job. Let's go. Take my hand. We're off. We exit the house and begin on our way. Monica and I got married right after we graduated high school. Damn, that's a little early, don't you think? I know what they say about high school sweethearts, but you didn't even take time to think about it? Like, Jesus Christ, boy. There is no way in hell Monica would ever be okay with that. Hey, I'm just saying that it's funny to me trying to apply logic to this. There was no need to dance around it or date for a couple of years just to confirm what we already knew. Still, I think there might be some long-term repercussions you're not thinking about here. Like, Jesus Christ, boy. We loved each other, and that was all we needed. We decided to stay in the same neighborhood after we got married. We talked about moving away at length. There were more than a few painful memories tied to this place. They are in Japan, so things are a little different there, I understand, but still. I'm just saying from where I'm sitting, as a United States citizen, the idea of that is very strange to me. However, Monica felt that those memories were just what we needed.
Help me play Roblox Undertale games? What about them? A reminder of how everything we overcame to make it this far and motivation to keep moving forward. I would have waited a few months to settle down, save up money, think things out, talk about children. Yeah, I mean, here's what I want to know. With them two being fresh out of high school, where the hell did they get all the money for a wedding? Like, seriously, where did they get the money for a wedding? Where the hell did they get the money for that? It's not like those things are cheap. Let's not forget here. Something, as big as a wedding ain't cheap. That's the kind of thing you plan out. Cheat codes. Our beautiful daughter, Yuki, was born not long after. I never saw myself as a parent. Not so soon, at least, and certainly not with the high school idol, Monica. But here we are. It certainly has been a roller coaster, but I can honestly say I'm happy with my life. We obviously had some rough patches. The old world, the nightmares, and what they did to Niki and I. But that's behind us. We made it out. All of us. For me, I got a technician degree in IT. A technical degree in IT. Sorry, I read that wrong. Man did the classic, give at PMC command. Yeah. Ryan, what did you miss? A lot. We're watching the 5 years later good ending right now. Also, I want to know how the hell this man here, got married and, is raising what looks to be, a kid that's at least a few years old, based on the sprites that we've seen, and went and got a degree in IT in just 5 years. All I'm saying is, unless Zach said, they just used the console to give themselves as much money as they could ever want, there is no way they are not just drowning in fucking debt right now. Like seriously. First a wedding, and, now a kid, and going to college? That shit ain't cheap, man. That shit is not cheap. And I'm just saying, right out of college, right out of high school, all this shit, you would be drowning in fucking debt to pay, to have to pay for all this. Seriously. You would be drowning in fucking debt, having to pay back all this. A kid and college and a wedding. Let's not forget. Let's not forget about that. And that's not even taking into consideration their house and all of the other shit they have to pay for. There is so much about this that was not well thought out. You do not get to this point in your life if you are most people in 5 years after high school. I'm just being real with you guys here. Just seemed appropriate, given everything I did with the code to save us. Definitely a minefield in school. There are certain things I understand without even knowing how I did. People would ask questions and I'd either play stupid or get really creative with the answers. It worked out though. Now I'm working for a good software firm here. You're missing a word there. Monica decided to pursue music and she's gotten very good at it. Yeah, this entire ending is just completely unrealistic. Monica pursuing a career in music while trying to raise a kid and, you know, have a marriage. This has not gonna last written all over it. I'm just saying. Yeah, exactly, Zach. That sounds a lot more realistic. I'm just saying. This has not gonna last written all over it. She did a music course here in town for a couple of years. While doing so, she caught the ear of a fairly well-known composer. Impressed with the piano piece she was working on, he asked if she would be interested in a movie score he was working on. Monica was nervous as all hell, but accepted. The soundtrack itself turned out beautiful. Now she's been doing freelance work, making use of her skills at piano and vocals. Ah. As I was about to say. Exactly, Koniko. And a perfect gig for her since it allowed her to stay home with Yuki, but still work and express herself. Yeah, I mean, remote work is a thing, but how much is that contributing to the bills? Because that's not even taking into consideration how much stuff like music goes undervalued in a game. I mean, look no further than what happened with Mick Gordon with the Doom Eternal soundtrack. If you haven't seen that story, I highly recommend you look it up, because it fucked him over so hard. The amount of multitasking this woman can pull off is mind-boggling. And downright unrealistic. Yep. Like I said, if you haven't heard about that story, look it up, because it is so fucked what they did to Mick with the music for that game. It is so fucked. And now it's finally time. A fated reunion, long in the planning. Everyone went their separate ways after high school. We kept in touch, of course, but everyone's been so busy with their own lives that we haven't seen each other much. We've been planning this little get-together for months, and it's finally happening. Yeah, I'm just saying, that boy's IT job is most likely paying a majority of the bills. That's Xbox and Bethesda for you, greedy and ruthless. Yep, as an example of that, look no further than Redfall. It's not long before we reach the park. It's been so busy. I haven't been here in ages. But there's a lot of memories here. That's why I picked it for today. It's a beautiful day, too. Now just to... Auntie Sayori! Sure enough, familiar head of coral, complete with the same red bow, turns to answer the call. Monica releases Yuki's hand and she takes off towards my childhood friend, who's moving towards her with the same enthusiasm. Once they collide, she lifts Yuki up in her arms and spins her around in the air. There's my little Yu-Yu! Sayori, my oldest friend. The only one who didn't move away after high school. She stayed in town and we saw each other as often as we could. Sayori, being Sayori, adored Yuki and would babysit whenever we needed. I'm imagining that was a lot. Because my boy here with his IT job has got to be working, 9 to 5 most of the time. And Monica pursuing a career in music? Shit, mate, dude. How much time do you think she's going to have for her kid doing that? I don't know. I don't know of me. I'm living proof of that. All my siblings are redheads, and I have black hair, and I don't think either of my folks had black hair. I could be wrong about that. I don't know what color my dad's hair was originally. But yeah, dude. You fucking tell me. I was here first. Why is everybody else a redhead? I don't fucking know. That's just how it is, I guess. Sometimes she would just ask for the hell of it. After what happened, Sari finally went to a therapist for her depression. Best of all, she did it all on her own. No one had to force her. This is a utopia. She struggled at first, but it did her a lot of good. I think Yuki being part of the picture helped too. Sayori instantly became very attached to Yuki, and I understand why. I also haven't the slightest problem with it. I'll consider myself lucky if Yuki ends up even half as kind as Sayori. As it turns out, Sayori is actually great with kids. Her tendency for clumsiness in the past had me a little concerned. One compliment I will give the game, though, is that Yuki is by every definition adorable. I just want to squish your little cheeks. I see, Zach. However, I'm happy to say she proved me wrong and is even making a career out of it. What? She's currently going to school to be a teacher and also works part-time at a local elementary school. Oh. Okay, I can at least see that for Sayori. That actually sounds reasonable.
Hello, Sayori. How are you? I'm great.
Yuki occupying one arm, she uses the other arm to hug Monica. So precious. Ben! She does the same for me. Sayori, already taking custody, I see.
That's because she's precious and I love her.
I'm well aware of that. I think so, yeah. It's obviously Sayori's face, but everything else is just adorable.
You'll make a great mother one day yourself, Sayori. I don't know about that.
I really need to watch Dretchnox's Sayori 7 Years Later. Or no, DDLC 7 Years Later series. I should sit down and watch that one of these days. I just have a long to-do list, period.
I do.
Same here.
Hey, don't team up on me like that.
That needs to be spaced.
What do you think, Yuki, honey? You think Auntie Sayori will make a good mommy one day? Auntie Sayori is a mommy too.
Aww.
What? No, it's not like that. Oh, great. Now you've done it, Ben.
What
have you done to her now?
Oh, hi, Natsuki. Haven't seen you dressed like that in a while. In fact, since one particular mod I played in my early days. I turned in surprise as a familiar voice interrupts my maniacal laughter at Sayori's expense.
Nat! Are you ever gonna give that up?
No. No, he is not. Nope. Told you. I think that's meant to be inner monologue. I don't think Natsuki is supposed to be saying that out loud. Natsuki makes a disgruntled face for a moment before bringing that smile back and wrapping her arms around me.
Don't worry, Ben. She still gets on my case for calling her that, too.
Nice hoodie, Yuri. Monica would approve. Natsuki is describing her actions, yup. Like I said, I think somebody missed a flag.
Moni, do you want your hoodie?
Is seeing Yuri dressed in a hoodie making you want your hoodie? I look up from the hug to see our Maiden of Mystery joining the group.
That's because my name is Natsuki. It's not hard to say.
Yeah, but Nat is just...
Don't you say it! Tutor. God damn you two!
God damn it, when did this turn into a sitcom? Yuri and I both laugh as we embrace each other.
It's so nice to see you.
Yeah, it is. How have you guys been?
I've been doing very well. And yourself?
Been good. Kids been keeping me busy.
Oh my, jeez. Holy crap, you're huge! Natsuki! What else am I supposed to say? Look at this thing.
Natsuki and Yuri don't see Yuki very often, but they visit every now and then.
You remember Nat and Yuri, right, honey?
Yuki shyly nods, trying to conceal a giddy smile.
Looks like I still need to jog your memory a bit.
Natsuki goes after Yuki and starts tickling her, to which she erupts in a fit of laughter.
Yuri!
Sarah takes the opportunity to practically launch herself at Yuri.
Yeah, we call this glomping. Hello, Sayori. I hope you're doing well. Yep, how are you two doing? Feeling a little jealous that I'm the only one not married yet.
Okay, yeah, that's a thing that happened. Yuri and Natsuki got married about 2 years ago. Yeah, see, they did the responsible thing. They're the ones that did the responsible thing in terms of waiting to figure this shit out. So I'll give them props for that.
Oh, Sayori, I know you'll find someone.
Yep, Sayori ended up being the third wheel.
Maybe. I'm not really worried about that right now.
You're just like me, Sayori. That's the exact mindset I carried in high school. Focus on yourself first. Oh yeah. That's 100% accurate, Zach. Monica is a mother, kind as a bee, yet can sting like one. Exactly. Yuri is a mother, kind and tender. Siri is a mother, bubbly and sweet like soda. I'm waiting to hear what you have to say on Nat.
That's right, you're working on teaching. How's that going? Super well. I love working with kids. Well, I certainly think it suits you, Sayori. What about you, Yuri? How's your school going?
Yuri is currently going to law school. After what happened with Natsuki and her dad, she became committed to protecting people like her. Damn, couldn't have used some of that law shenanigans and what happened earlier? She stopped cutting completely and instead focused her intelligence and drive into helping victims like Natsuki. Yep, like I said, we're living in a utopia. She volunteers where she can and is going to school with the intent of becoming a prosecutor for domestic abuse cases.
It's going. It's very challenging and time-consuming. There's so much to learn and understand.
Yeah, as I would expect of somebody pursuing law.
But I'm sticking by my decision, and I'm not gonna give up. I know I can do some real good. That's fantastic, Yuri.
It is. We're proud of you.
Thank you. That really means a lot to me.
Loud and a tad strict, but has a sweet side. That sounds about right.
What about you, Natsuki? How's your restaurant thing going?
Natsuki and Yuki return to the conversation, both out of breath from the tickle conflict. And Natsuki, I can actually see you doing some kind of bakery or restaurant gig. So far I'd say the two most realistic outcomes here were for Natsuki and Sayori. Natsuki reported her father's abuse to the cops in the aftermath of the conflict with Niki. Yeah, probably a good idea, and something you should have done a lot sooner. Hey, what's up, Leapfrog? Or Ray. That's what you wanted me to call you. Still working on that. How's your day going? He was arrested on several counts of abuse and neglect. I think you need to be a little more specific than that with the charges. Since Natsuki was old enough to live on her own, her and Yuri moved in together after he was arrested. Natsuki went to a culinary school after high school. As expected, she blew through it with ease. One of her instructors was so impressed she got hired on the side at a local bakery. The place has been doing so well lately that they've been expanding. Natsuki's been all over the place trying to keep up. Like I said, That actually sounds realistic for Natsuki, putting those baking skills to use.
It's fine. They're sending me all over hell lately. The expansion has been nuts. That's because your food is so good that everyone wants it. She's right, you know. It's simple supply and demand.
Don't get me started on economics.
I know, I'm not complaining. It's just kind of stressful sometimes, you know?
Oh, I understand.
But we get to do this today. I really needed the break. As did I. I never thought I'd tire of reading.
You do your favorite things long enough, you'll get tired of them, Yuri. It's a little thing called burnout, and I'm very familiar with that. You? Tired of reading? That's it, girls. The world is ending. The end is nigh. That's supposed to be my joke. Everyone lets out a laugh, even Yuri. No apostrophe needed there.
Oh, stop that. I'm only human after all.
That sounds a bit more realistic, Zach. Good job. The world really is ending. An unordinary one, if I recall your wording correctly.
You remember that poem?
Of course, I remember everyone's poems. Because it's Utopia, of course he does.
I miss reading them. Me too. Yeah, I guess it wasn't all that bad.
I'm just gonna say watch what led up to this and try to understand it. Like, just watch the rest of the series and try to figure out how we got here. I know, Koniko. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Yeah, Yuri looks really good in a hoodie. Got 30-40 for my 12-page essay, and sure, I'll watch the rest. Oh, nice. Not bad. It's a long-ass essay, though. Jesus.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't all that bad. Oh my, I haven't written a poem in quite some time. Maybe I should get back into that when I have time.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing you do on the side, Yuri. That's the kind of thing that becomes a hobby for you. I'd read it.
I'll send you a copy then. What's a poem?
A poem is like a short little story that rhymes. Kind of like a song, but without the music.
I want a story like that.
Well, if you ask Aunt Yuri really nicely, maybe she'll write you one.
Please, Aunt Yuri!
Aw, I see your eyes lighting up over there. This is a really cute scene. I'll give it that.
Oh my. Oh, of course I will, my dear. I'll write a sweet, beautiful poem just for you. Yay!
Yuki runs forward and wraps her arms around Yuri's waist. I think you misspelled waist. That's... Wording! Jesus Christ. Don't think too hard about this, chat. Don't think too hard about that, please. Jesus Christ. Yuri goes red as a fire truck before reaching her arms down to return the hug. Yuri was always a little apprehensive with Yuki and with kids in general, but she's getting better. That sentence needs some commas.
Oh, that reminds me. Did Niki say if she was going to make it?
She said she was gonna try, but I haven't heard anything else.
I hope she can make it.
Me too.
Well, she better. I got a new recipe and I need as many opinions as I can get. Well, Natsuki reaches for a bag that Yuri was carrying and was resting at her feet. Sarah looks like she's gonna start drooling. Some things never change. Yay, Vernatsuki! Let me try! Oh, relax, Sayori. We need to wait. But we don't want to wait for sweet. Do you? No, I want sweet! Oh, you're fucked now, Natsuki. Try saying no to both of them. As expected, Natsuki's furiously racking her brain for words, but her mouth is firmly shut. Then, help. Nope. Consider this practice. Practice? Ben! I've still got it. What do you got? Fucked is an understatement. You've got something, that's for sure. I turned to the owner of said smug comment. I don't know if I'd necessarily be proud of it, though. Niki. Boy, was that a time. Turns out Niki was actually from a different school several towns away. Made sense. The nightmares had taken someone we knew, the jig wouldn't have lasted long. Again, this just begs the question, where were the hints about this earlier? This story would have been so different if there was some acknowledgement where she came from. Like I said, it's literally, you know, the entire like 3rd and 4th chapters misdirecting you. Only to pull shit like this out of its ass to justify this good ending that this story just does not deserve. Complete failure of setup and payoff. Pulled out of the ass just like a carrot. Huge pain in the ass getting everything sorted, especially because she couldn't remember so much. We spent several days with Niki at my house as we tried to figure out a story we would all sell before going to the cops. There was obviously a lot of things we simply couldn't tell them. And this is exactly the kind of shit I was saying he should have done in the bad ending. So the mod acknowledges that they could have done shit like this for the other ending, and yet they didn't. So I am calling bullshit on this game's quote-unquote bad ending. I call bullshit on this. Because this is exactly what I was saying when we were reading the bad ending. This is exactly what I was saying they should have done. In those days, we learned a lot about Niki.
She really was just a normal girl with a tragic past. Both of her parents died in a car wreck and she lived in a foster home. However, the foster parents liked to make impulsive decisions and were out of the country when she disappeared. She didn't really have any friends at her old school, which is why no one ever reported her missing. After we got everything sorted about who she was and where she belonged, she chose to transfer to our school. She was allowed to stay at my place for the duration of her time at school. Luckily for her, she was smart and managed to catch up on all the schoolwork she missed while she was possessed. It always ate at her, though. She couldn't shake those feelings of shame. She felt ashamed and powerless that she lost several weeks of her life to the nightmares. Most of all, she felt ashamed for trying to hurt all of us, but being unable to stop it. Which is why, after she graduated, she wanted to travel the world as much as she could. She wanted to prove to herself, most of all, that this was her life and she was in control of it. Wow. I really don't give a shit. However, that's made it really hard to keep in touch with her. She's always in a different time zone or without service somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So you made it after all. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Oh? What happened to I'll try to be there, but I can't promise anything, huh? Exactly what it sounds like. I may have fibbed a little. That's cheap shit. Talk is cheap. Niki and I hug each other as we break out laughing. Who's that, Daddy? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I read that wrong. On my gosh. That's right. Niki only met Yuki once when she was really young. God damn it, Kohiko. Yuki? This is our good friend Niki. You've met her before, but you were really young. Hi, Yuki. You look very pretty today. Thank you. Yuki does her ultimate cute blush. Makes me and the girls chuckle, but not Niki. Niki tries to maintain a smile while a few tears come down from her eyes. Hey! With my hand on her shoulder. I'm not sure what's going on. Are you sad? Yuki asks Niki with an apprehensive look. Niki quickly wipes her tears away and kneels down to Yuki. No, sweetheart, I'm fine. Why crying? It's hard to explain. Another tear falls from Niki's eyes. Before she can get it, Yuki reaches up and tries to catch it. You're missing a word there. She mostly ends up just smearing it across Niki's face. Thank you. Niki hangs her head a little in an attempt to collect herself before raising it and smiling. Okay, no more crying. How does that sound? Okay. Your talk is cheap, you're not a man. Wrong your, but I guess. I didn't realize that was a reference. The smile returns to Yuki's face as she moves forward to hug Niki. As Niki gingerly returns the hug, you can tell it's taken a tremendous effort to keep the tears in. I think I get it. For losing her parents, not having friends, having people who care about her is all she wanted. Think back to the day I first met Niki. She said she just moved here and didn't have any friends. Wonder how much of that was Niki's true self at that point. Maybe the nightmares hadn't really taken her yet. Uh-huh. Yeah, this story gets an ending it really doesn't deserve, Caleb. Okay, everyone. God, I missed that. Like, seriously. I ripped the quote-unquote bad ending apart, and I'm doing the same thing here. Just like the rest of Chapter 4 and Chapter 5, it is completely illogical. Now that everyone's here, let's eat, shall we? Yeah, sweets! Come on! Yuki grabs Niki's hand and pulls her towards the table where Natsuki has already set everything up. Niki looks back at me with a slightly nervous expression, so I wink at her and she follows Yuki. Sari grabs Yuki's other hand halfway there, and the two of them swing Yuki between them on the way to the table. Yuki laughs and wails for joy, and Niki finally seems to be smiling for real. It's like Niki needed this just as much as the rest of us. What am I saying? Of course she did. She is one of us. We take to the table and begin swapping stories of all kinds. Places we've been, things that we've done. Aww. Niki's exploits around the world definitely yielded the most interesting ones. After we ate, all the girls took turns playing with Yuki. It's got so much energy. It takes 5 people in shifts just to keep up. Talk is cheap? That does not make sense, Zach. That sentence does not make sense. Alright. I speak up to get everyone's attention. Just wanted to say thank you. I don't think the value of today can be overstated. Really great to see all of you. Propose we make a point to do this every year from now on. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Let's do it! Count us in? Certainly. Oh, I don't know. Niki. I don't know where you got that from, but okay, Caleb. I'm kidding. I'd love to. Why don't we get a picture to commemorate? Great idea. I flag down an elderly man walking by. He happily accepts to take our picture. I stand in a group with my loving wife, beautiful daughter, and my amazing friends. Our happy family. The spark of hope that got us through. That is a name drop that this story really does not deserve. You didn't earn that. Our Doki Doki Literature Club. This is really more than this mod deserves. But I suppose that is Doki Doki Spark of Hope. Zach, now you know why I don't stream on Twitch. Because I have seen what Twitch chat does. Oh boy. What to say about this? It just makes me pray that Resparked remake that was in the works that got canned gets picked back up again someday. Because what I will say is that the beginning of this story, I mean, I ripped into that one. That seriously made me regret my decision. But then, like, chapters 2 and 3, it's like, okay. Like, the mod, it still had problems, but it felt like it was starting to go somewhere. It's like, okay. Now we're getting into this. Now it's actually starting to feel like it's finding its footing. And then chapter 4 happened. And just completely shattered my thoughts from the previous 2 chapters. Like, Good lord. Good lord, chapter 4, man. I feel like... like, there was a lot of aspects of this story that could have been fixed if they just thought about it for a second and was like, wait a minute. You know, thinking about it logically. Because, seriously, the shit that they pulled out of their ass at the last second for the good ending to justify its existence is just completely nonsensical and is stuff that was never hinted towards. Caleb, trust me, you don't want to read it. I read it so that you don't have to. If you read this on your own, not only would the grammatical problems drive you up the wall, but you would have a goddamn aneurysm trying to understand this mod's logic. Like, seriously, I am saying that having just finished it. I know you, mate. You would have a goddamn aneurysm trying to understand this mod's logic, because it makes zero sense. That's what I'm saying, Koniko. That's what I'm saying. He would absolutely have a field day with this. But yeah, I mean it's lucky that he became a Doki tuber then. My main mod had this exact idea, kind of. Be transported into the game, Monica would take me in, where I'd meet up with Sayori again. Yeah, but I mean, if you embrace it, you can make it work. He'd be ripping more ass cheeks than Nat's father with this mod. God damn it. Well, I guess that's as good a note as any to leave it on. So, yeah. This is gonna be it for Spark of Hope. I would say over the weekend, expect a poll for the next mod for Wednesday. So this is where things are gonna end for the YouTube audience here. I'm gonna be hopping over to the server after we're done here, because I've got some stuff I need to catch up on watching. Yep, I'm gonna be hopping in the VC. Koniko and a few other folks have got some new stuff that I need to watch. And I figure, well, we can start with Koniko. Sure, it can exist doesn't mean it should. Incredibly optional. Alright, well, like I said, expect a poll for the next DDLC Wednesday stream. I'll have to look through the list of requested mods and see what jumps out at me. So yeah, with all that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. So until then, take care.